Greetings from Skyline High School. I'm Kevin Bryan, and welcome to CTN Sports broadcast of girls lacrosse. On this windy spring day, I'm joined in the booth with Pete Poirier. Pete, this is springtime action. Glad that we don't have any of that white flaky stuff on the ground. How you been, sir?
I've been doing very well, Kevin, and yourself?
Excellent. And play just get going here.
Skyline will pick up the carry off the face-off and head into the offensive zone. They'll try to move it down to get their first scoring opportunity of the match. Just underway here, 25-minute halves for these teams. Now ball behind the net. Picking it up there, Caitlin Sheets for Skyline. She's still carrying as she circles back behind the net with it. Celine being very patient, setting up their offense. Like a turnover here on possession, taking it away from Skyline.
You know, Pete, these are the early season, working out the kinks. Early season action between two crosstown rivals. They need to actually get their feet up under them, Pete, as they're running down the turf here for first action of the River Rats.
Oh, right out in front of the net. Don't take a shot. Huron will bring it back out front. And we have a whistle and a stoppage in play. Looks like we'll have a Skyline foul.
I would expect a lot of these minor penalties being an early season matchup, Pete.
There's a quick shot and a score for Huron, and they get on the board first and lead 1-0. Less than 2 minutes into this match.
And right off of that minor infraction, number 16 for the River Rats comes in with a great shot there. Went downstairs, Pete, right through the 050.
Teams will head back out to midfield. Goal coming just a minute 53 into the match. And we're back underway. Picked up off the turf by Skyline. That's Sheets. And Sheets will head downfield for the Eagles. And it looks like she's going to head behind the net, where Skyline will start its offense. The handoff to Zubinski. And a quick shot and a save made by Huron. River Rats will try to head downfield. A little bobble of the ball there. Picked up off the turf. And the Rats will continue their rush downfield. Oh, there's a pass out front. And a whistle. And we have another Skyline foul. And another quick opportunity for the River Rats. There's the start of the whistle and then the bounce. And it just bounces deflected to the side. Huron back out front once again. There's a shot that sails wide of the net. Danielle Turner with the shot for Huron. Was tipped aside, so Huron will keep possession. So another pass that's blocked out front and knocked behind the net. That'll be Skyline possession on the turnover. Fiona Greeley heading downfield for Skyline. She'll pass it forward to Sydney Schuster. Schuster will carry down into the Huron zone. And she'll take it in behind the net. Now trying to get the ball out front. I'll keep it in behind the net. Sheets has it now. She tries to swing out front with the shot, and that hits the side of the net. It'll be picked up by the goalkeeper, Gwen Davis, and she'll head it back downfield for Huron. Caring for Huron, Maya Gee. Now it comes into the center, handed off to Emma Welch. She's being bracketed by two Skyline defenders. Now she'll swing it to the left a bit and do a little spin move into the middle. There's a quick shot and another score for Huron.
You know,
Emma Welch with the goal for Huron.
Pete, as Emma Welch was setting that play up, it kind of looked like she was lulling the defender into sleep there, and then kind of burst after she did that little pirouette. Nice goal.
Looked like the little slow motion there, and then she just turned on a dime and went right towards the net.
Yeah. Looks like the officials are having a conversation about that last goal, maybe. Or dinner. Well, whatever that discussion was, Pete, looks like it's over.
I think they've decided on seafood tonight.
Early week, it's a good decision. That way you can do it twice. Have Fish Friday, too. Can't forget Fish Friday.
As a kid, I never ate meat on Friday. We just never, my parents never served
Catholic household,
it.
huh?
Yep.
There you go.
I mean, even when it wasn't Lent, we never had meat on Friday. Grilled cheeses, a lot of fish.
My house was pizza.
Mac and cheese.
And we had meat on the
Friday
pizza.
when I was a kid. And we have the Huron goal. Just like that, it's 3-0 River Rats.
And it kind of looked like Welch again on the goal there. So Huron off to a good 3-zip lead here in the first period, Pete.
Just about 6 minutes into this first half.
For the Riverettes, Coach Kelly Perkins has to be happy with that early start. And it was Emma Welch on the goal there for her second goal of the night.
Now ball back down to the Skyline zone. Fighting for possession on the turf. Picked up by Schmitter. Now ball bouncing once again on the turf. This time going back where it will be Danielle Turner.
Good job by the Riverettes as far as the passing is going. Nice clean exchanges between the offensive players.
Now ball in behind the net, trying to work it out front. Skyline trying to defend from that pass. Now it'll be brought back out front. Quick pass to Welch in front. It's knocked off her stick.
Whoa, Sheets. Caitlin Sheets there for Skyline going down. She was the defender that kind of disrupted Welch there for a moment.
Oh, Turnover will be Skyline possession. Nice pass there to Kayla Harding. Now over to Schuster. Schuster right out in front. And Skyline will score their first goal of the match. Important goal there, Kevin, by Schuster to get this get on the board here.
Yeah, and Harding gave her a real nice pass, and it just set that play up and kept Schuster moving, and she was able to score with the Huron defender trailing. And you're right, Pete. Without that score, Skyline probably could have been starting to feel a little discouraged when they're looking up at their home board, trailing to the River Rats.
Face off once again. Now we have a whistle and a foul.
Pete, I wonder, between this sport and water polo, which one do you think has the most minor infractions? These officials really earn their pay.
That's a tough one because there's quite a few whistles in both games. Now ball right out in front of the net one more time. No Skyline defender there to help out the Eagle goalkeeper, and another goal by Huron. Merritt Earhart with the goal for Huron. And just like that, 3-goal advantage once more, and that's going to create a timeout situation.
That's one of those timeouts, Pete, after a big bucket, a big shot, a big score. The other team, the opposing team, wants to call a timeout, break the momentum. And for the River Rats, Coach Perkins is really excited that in this young season, her team isn't allowing a goal to stop their momentum. They came right back on the offensive end and put it right in the net. And then you see Coach Frederick in the middle of the Skyline lacrosse players trying to build off of that last goal, Pete. They moved the ball well, but the action really turned after the turnover that the Skyline defense caused and really got into their offense fast before the River Rats could set up that defense that had been shutting the Eagles out.
And the Skyline coaching staff going all Top Gun with the sunglasses today.
Well, they are kind of, facing the sun. We have a late evening, slowly setting sun. It can blaze your eyes, man. Come on. Ouch.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Okay.
Just something to note.
You're just saying that the Huron team and the coaching staff doesn't have to have on glasses? Are you calling them
something
tougher?
like that?
Okay.
I'm just noting that the Skyline
His name
team
is Pete Poyer, folks.
You can address all your emails to Kevin Bryant at ctnnarbor.com.
Well, this is an extended timeout break here, not your 30-second variety.
And there's the whistle from the referee. $16:57 to play here in the first half.
That was almost as long as a halftime break there, Pete. That was a long time out. Action still hasn't gotten going again. Almost wondering if there's something else slowing out the play.
You had time for a sandwich.
I did, or some orange sherbet.
It is springtime, isn't it, Kevin? It's time for that orange sherbet, isn't it? And we're getting set for another face-off. And Welch with a foul on the faceoff, so possession goes directly to Skyline. It's Alexis Bosch with the high shot way over the top of the net.
I think Bosch just rushed that shot there. Kind of the ball's kind of making its way out of the shooting zone of her net.
I sure hope the fence back there stopped that one. Otherwise, that's going into the swamp area back there.
Not a fun place to go this time of the year either.
No, probably pretty damp, I would imagine.
Swampy.
Oh, Huron quickly carrying downfield. Trying to catch the Skyline defense asleep, and they do, and score.
Is that Ava Jetty on the goal there?
Jet Li.
Oh, is that
like the martial arts? Yeah, polish your glasses here, Kevin.
Or take them off. Far-sighted, nearsighted.
I think we're opposite, actually.
Is this better, 1 or 2?
I know I'm far-sighted, so.
I'm nearsighted.
So we make a good team.
That's it.
And we're back underway. Referee's whistle quickly. It'll be Huron possession one more time. Welch carrying. Now she's going to pass it over to Jet Li one more time. There's a shot wide. It's actually a pass and a quick shot. Nice save there.
Jet Li has a perfect name. She's showing off some wheels because she has to be the fastest one out there on the field today.
Kudos to goalkeeper for Skyline, Uma Deer. Nice save there. That intended pass past everyone. Noha Bella back to pick it up, and now it hits the turf once again. Quickly picked up by Skyline. Zubinski is trying to get out front for a shot, and we have a referee's whistle.
And it kind of looks like the ref was pointing to too many people inside that the scoring zone right in front of the goalkeeper there.
It'll be a Skyline opportunity here. There's the shot and the save made. Shot directly at the goalkeeper. Now back downfield come the River Rats.
There goes Jet Li again.
Now back to Welch. Welch trying to get out in front of the net. A high shot is just under the crossbar, and another goal for Emma Welch. And that'll make it 6-1 in favor of the River Rats.
We'll take off your hats to Emma Welch. That's a hat trick, Pete. Number 3 on the evening. There you go.
Didn't bring one today.
Not even 6 minutes into the match, and she has 3 goals. Good job there. They're going to have to figure something out if they're going to slow down Emma Welch right now.
Face off once again. Ball on the turf, controlled by Huron. That's Welch picking it up. And she'll head back downfield and try and get number 4.
Welch is a very composed player, Pete. She's never out of too fast, too slow. She's exactly where she needs to be.
A quick shot by Jet Li and a save by Deer.
There's a good little play there.
Now back come the Eagles downfield. Kayla Harding carrying for the Eagles. Trying to get through a mass of defenders, and does with the shot and scores the goal.
Carla Harding there on the goal, Pete. Again, when the Eagles get into their offensive zone fast before the Rats defense can set up. They're very effective on the offensive end with those first shots, no even rebound putbacks.
So back in midfield for face-off. And a foul called on that face-off.
This is where a little gamesmanship could come into play, Pete. If you're tired, that stick on your hand, maybe not a little level so the ball rolls off and you have a face-off there.
That one looking quite a bit like the other one. And possession will be awarded to the Eagles. Abby Voland carrying. She loses possession, but that's because there's a foul called. Somebody took a swipe at her stick. So she will regain possession and start over at the referee's whistle. And we're back underway. Now Voland's attempted pass is blocked, but she picks it back up off the turf. Now into the middle. Spin move. And back out to Voland out top. And we have another referee's whistle and a stoppage play. A little bit interesting this time downfield. Skyline not taking the ball behind the net and working their offense. They're working their offense from the top outside in the perimeter.
Maybe trying to use speed as opposed to trying to use any kind of zones or any kind of screens. Again, we were talking about how their quick shooting action has caused the River Rats goalkeeper some trouble here very recently.
Well, if you're going to work your offense from behind the net, you're looking for cutters going to the net. And so far, the Huron defense has kind of stopped that. So they've kind of going to try a different strategy here on offense. There's a quick shot, and the save is made. But that seems to be Skyline's intent at this point on offense. Still Skyline's possession. We'll try and work it in front of the net one more time. Pass in behind the net is missed, so that should be a turnover unless it was tipped by a River Rat. And that looks like the case. Nope. It'll be Huron possession. Six to 2, the visiting River Rats lead the home Eagles here from the campus of Skyline High School at the Bird Bath. Down in the valley here.
And so far, Pete, it's really been a case of just too much Emma Welch for the River Rats. She has 3 goals on the night, and it's really been and there's the 4th goal.
And another goal for Huron.
Yeah, and that's number 14 on the goal there. She came in from the far side, and that was a good shot. And again, they're skipping the ball up under Dewar.
And they're talking about that once again on defense. They need to get players in front of the player carrying the ball.
And it really, from the observation from up here, Pete, it seems like a lot of quick shots for the River Rats. No, not a long offensive set, as you're saying before, not a lot of cutters going through. The Skyline, the Eagles just have to do a better job of helping out their goalkeeper.
Welch kicked out of the face-off circle again. And Skyline will head downfield. Approaching 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Skyline trying to work it in front of the net.
And there's that defense you've been talking about, Pete. Once Skyline gets the ball in front of the net, they're really swarmed by 2, 3 defenders from the Rats.
That rat pass is over the head and picked up by Skyline. The ref had to look out there. And we have a whistle and a foul on Huron.
Kind of looked like the ref was motioning for a high sticking there.
Skyline looked like you're going behind the net. They're working out quickly out front, and a goal by Skyline. Maria Zubinski with the goal, and that is the Eagles' 3rd goal of the match.
Once Zubinski took the pass, she really bolted from behind the goal and put a quick shot. Just no defense for that kind of effort.
Well, I think they faked out the Huron defense because they looked like they were going to pass it and set up their offense behind the net. She grabbed it, headed right out in front, spun around, and put it right on goal.
Well, the Eagles aren't letting the Rats take this one and run away with it. They're chipping away at the lead here and not allowing Huron to just sit back in the driver's seat and coast in this first half, Pete.
The key for Skyline is going to have to play better defense in front of the goalkeeper. There's cutting in front once again, and a quick shot that hits the post. On the turf, it'll be picked up by Welch, spinning once again and dumping it in the net for another goal by Emma Welch.
And that
as soon as Skyline scores, Huron's been coming right back to increase or level the margin one more time.
Yeah, and it's a lot of it's been Emma Welch. I mean, she's been just the catalyst for the offense for the River Rats. That last goal there was the second on the pirouette. She just goes in, kind of backsteps on that one, and caught everyone off guard. That's a balancing act there. There he goes.
And back underway after the goal. We had looked like Welch's stick got swatted at. Well, she's going to get possession. And play back underway. Now over to Jet Li.
Again, a stoppage of play there. Looks like a minor infraction against the Eagles. And you can get a real good shot there of the action just before it starts. Oh, good job on defense there by Dorr. That was one of those shots that was not too hard to defend. Came right to her net.
Volan will carry downfield for the Eagles. Tries to split 2 defenders and stopped. That's another thing I've noticed, Kevin, is that the River Rat defense much more physical. Even though they're getting called for whistles, they're getting in front of those offensive players of the Eagles.
Not afraid of some contact, it looks like, out there.
A turnover will be here on possession. And the Rats quickly downfield again. Now Earhart in behind the net. Check out that Schmitter. Now Page will start it. Now Page backs up a couple of steps, tries to hit the cutting Jet Li in front of the net, and it's taken away. And Skyline's Alexis Bosch will head back downfield.
It's one of the few times that Huron has had an errant pass right in front of the goal. They've been passing the ball very efficiently in this match.
Rats back downfield, ball momentarily on the turf.
And again, you're seeing there, Pete, where there's not a lot of defense out in front of the net for the Eagles, right where Huron has been making a living. You might want to, if, you know, you're not Coach Perkins, but Coach Frederick, maybe switch up the defense from a man defense and change for maybe just a play to a zone.
And work on getting in passing lanes.
There's a good stop. We've been talking about those shots that have been low.
Under 5 minutes to play here in the first half.
A couple goals here would really help out the cause for the Eagles.
Harding with it. She'll turn back. Gets it over to Kowal.
Harding is the one that's drawing all the coverage and all the attention of the defenders. This is where another Eagle has to step up and help her out.
They'll picked up by Zubinski. Another stoppage in play. And we have another Huron foul. There's a quick shot and the save made.
And Davis on the save there for the Rats.
Here come the Rats quickly downfield again, and there's a quick shot, another goal. And that'll make it 9-3.
And that was Schmitter's second goal on the evening. Maddie Schmitter was not going to pass that one up. She took it solo effort all the way down the field, and you can see her trying to get some oxygen in those lungs.
Now, Huron doing everything they need to do. Every time Skyline's come up with a goal, Huron has immediately come up with one of their own.
Yeah, they haven't. The Rats have shown a great ability to not dwell on giving up a goal. They're looking at the offensive net, and it's huge for them this evening.
Possession will remain with Huron. Schmitter with it. Now she'll hand it off to Jet Li and head downfield again. She of the fleet of foot. Now pass down low, an odd angle. But still picked up by Huron. Now right back out front. And the pass is missed, and the goalkeeper, Deere, will pick it up. Carrying Skylar Burkhart for Skyline. Now long pass too far. trying to chase it down on the turf. Scooped up by Bridget Kennedy. Over to Dahlman. Now she'll send it to Cole.
Well, there's a couple cutters trying to go through, Pete. I'm not sure if they're really making an effort to draw the defense, though. Almost looks like a stall offense until whoever gets an opening. And there's a called play there from the Skyline number 16.
So attempted pass right on in front, intercepted by Schmitter. Long pass downfield now was a chase for it. And the Skyline defense will pick it up and carry it back downfield. That's Fiona Greeley with it. And we have a referee's whistle and a foul on Huron.
Almost of the ticky-tack version. It didn't look like the sticks were going too high there.
And that pass through a couple of Skyline players. Finally ran down and picked up by Sheets. Under a minute to play here in the first half. Now Kowal carrying. Now to send it in behind the net to Coster Mockridge. Trying to circle out front with it. And an intercepted pass, attempted anyway, by
nice.
Kate Zeng.
It's a very good effort there by the pass. At least it was a good thought. It was an open shot there.
Zeng had to be on the ball there to intercept that pass. Now we have another whistle.
Looks like he's bringing out a card, Pete. Is that a red card or is yellow? Yellow.
Yellow card. That's going to be on Kayla Harding.
Harding had been one of the better players so far in this first half for the Eagles. Disappointed.
.25 seconds left here in the first half. We'll see if Huron can generate another scoring opportunity here in the waning moments of the first half. Now Welch will pick it up, carry it over midfield. Now pass misses one Huron player.
Is it going to get out?
And that ball rolls out of bounds.
And that should go over, yeah. Switch possession there.
7 seconds left.
Hail Mary.
Long pass downfield. Does not connect. And that'll do it for the first half of play. And Huron with the dominating advantage here in the first half. They come away heading into halftime with a 9-3 advantage. We're going to take a break and be back with second half action here on CTN Sports.
It's just not fair. I want to watch my favorite community shows, but I don't have cable television.
But wait, you can. It's really simple. Type in CTN and Arbor on demand in your preferred search engine and boom! Instant access to all of your favorite shows.
Amazing! You must be a wizard or something.
I'm just that friendly voice inside your head.
And we are back with second half action here on CTN Sports. Skyline and Huron women's lacrosse. Huron with the big advantage in the first half, leading 9-3 as we head into the second half. Any thoughts, Kevin?
Well, it's been Huron River. Well, actually, it's been Emma Welch and the River Rats. I mean, she's been like a rock star. 4 goals to start off the first half of this game or this match. I mean, she's been unstoppable. Plus, it's been a lot of good passing by the River Rats. And to cap it off, Pete, just a stellar defensive job team-wise for the Rats as well.
Well, they have used their team speed to their advantage, getting easy opportunities on offense as well.
And for the Eagles, they have to get into their offensive set a little bit faster. It seems like when they get in their offensive sets, Pete, it's just too much here on defense. They're able to pack into the zone and not allow any good shots, any good angles on the net.
Well, I think that, Skyline it's okay that they're deliberate on offense, because the more they carry the ball, it's the less Huron has an opportunity to score.
Oh, yeah, and they're explosive.
So, it's not such a bad idea for them to be deliberate on offense. They just have to make sure their passes are crisper and finding open people to get a shot on net when the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, okay, a little bit of offense and defense wrapped up into one. I see what you're saying there.
So a foul on Huron. Bridget Kennedy with the opportunity. There's the bounce shot and sticked aside by Davis.
If Skyline is going to possess the ball and keep it into their zone, Pete, they're going to have to, when they do make a shot, rush the net for a rebound. I mean, because it's one shot and done right now.
Bill Greeley will bring it over midfield for Skyline. On the errant pass, picked up by Schuster from Greeley. Schuster heading right on net. And a nice save there by Davis.
Yeah, Davis really just popped up and put the stick right in the path of that shot.
But not a bad idea by Schuster, trying to get the Huron defense out of position and head right on net immediately and try and score a goal quickly here in the early part of the second half.
Oh, exactly. I agree with that approach. I mean, they were successful, and actually it was Schuster in the first half who had one of those breakout sprints down the entire field and a quick shot on goal.
Well, Page has it for Huron, heading behind the Skyline net. Now a pass out front that does not connect. Picked up by the Skyline defense. And they'll try and break it out of their own zone. Now Kennedy to Sheets.
And you can see the Huron defense isn't even allowing Skyline to advance the ball out of their own zone.
Getting a little aggressive here by the River Rats. Pass intercepted by Earhart. Foul called on Skyline. She'll keep possession. Earhart behind the net. Circling out front. Still with it.
And you can
now
see
back
already,
to Welch.
Pete, you can see a better defensive set there for the Eagles. That you have one person that's floating right in the zone. Didn't help that time, though, did it?
Quick shot and a quick score. Looked like Rita Ali on the goal. Might have been Danielle Turner.
Yeah, Turner on the goal there. And just when I was just saying that they're playing a little bit better defense, the Eagles allowed that goal to get in there.
Well, you know what I was going to mention was that Welch tried her spin move, and the Skyline defense was there to stop it. And she just kicked it out to Turner, and bang, in went the ball into the net.
She had a counter for her counter.
Yep.
Nice.
But it was I was going to compliment the Skyline defense as recognizing Welch with the ball.
Sure.
And her trying that patented spin move and them being there to stop it. Unfortunate for them, Turner was there to pick up that pass and fire it right into the net.
Well, in a game like this, you're going to have to take away bits and pieces if you're the Eagles to build upon, Pete. And if it is recognizing a superior player right now in Welch and slowing her down, that's something you can grow from in a future match.
Now Welch picks it up, and the shot is high. Boy, she loves that spin move.
Yeah. Well, if it's not broke, yeah.
So pass was tipped by an Eagle player. So Huron will retain possession. That's Earhart with it. Pass out front. Doesn't connect. Ball on the turf. Now Schmitter picks it up off the turf. There's a pass and a quick shot. And another goal for Huron.
We'll just call her Pink Shoes, because Pink Shoes came in late to the contest. If you didn't notice in the first half, Pete, she came in late to the game. Already it started. She didn't make it onto the roster, but she has contributed with her second goal of the evening.
Well, and I have to tell you, even the press box doesn't know what her name is because they just called number 14. So unfortunately, she's number 14, Pink Shoes.
Number 14 on the roster, number 1 in your heart. Somebody's heart, right?
I would certainly hope so.
Of course.
Yeah, there's these two people, they call them Mom and Dad.
Yes. Hi, Mom.
Picked up off the turf by Welch. She gets it to Jetley right quickly on goal. Nice save there by Dare. She'll trap it in the net. Real nice opportunity there for Huron. Stuffed by the goalkeeper. There's a whistle and a foul.
I guess without the gloves being on, they don't allow the slashing a lot that you would see in some of the other stick sports, because that was a clean slash.
You'd even see that in men's lacrosse.
Yeah. That foul there, you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Correct. Dahlman trying to carry it over midfield, being heavily defended by Schmitter. Picked up by Zubinski. She loses control, ball on the turf. But right there is Sheets for it. And Sheets will bring it in behind the net. Sheets looking for somebody out front, nobody there. So she's going to head out front, try the shot on the off angle, but that sails behind the net. And another referee whistle.
Kate Zing came in there for the Huron defense and really caused some trouble there for the Eagles. Offensive player, they're trying to get out a clean shot.
So a referee's whistle, foul called. Caitlin Sheets an opportunity here on the foul.
Kind of like she's going through a gauntlet. Look at that.
She's going to pass it off instead of taking the shot. Spin move, heading toward the upper part of the net, and that's deflected away. Skyline will keep it. Schuster in behind the net. Now comes out. She'll pass it off to Dahlman.
A lot of good communication going on out there by the Rats, and you can see they are in the zone trying to pack it in and not allow anyone to really go through or take a man going through, Pete. It's really just sitting back and waiting for the shot.
Well, Skyline trying to get cutters through the middle there. But the Huron defense with their sticks up, blocking all the passing lanes. And another quick whistle. It's going to be a turnover. And Huron possession. So another offensive opportunity by the wayside for the Eagles. Gently trying to pick it up off the turf. Her and Dahlman fighting for it.
I think Dahlman's going to win that one. It's good
you
hustle.
are correct. Maggie Dahlman with it. She'll hand it off to Bridget Kennedy. Back over to Sheets. And Sheets will get the offense set up. Her and Zubinski in behind the net. Again, once again, Skyline looking for a cutter heading to the net. Everybody pretty well defended by Huron.
You can see Welch right there shadowing the offensive player, not allowing her to really see any kind of passing lanes either.
Under 17 minutes to play here in the second half. Huron with the only 2 goals of this second half. And it looked like Sheets was trying to get a shot on net, but it was defended by Welch and never sailed wide of the net.
So that'll go back over to Skyline because of the deflection, right, Pete?
Correct.
Okay.
That's Zubinski carrying, trying to get out in front of the net. She does. There's a quick shot, and it sails over the net. And I don't believe this was touched by a River Rat. We'll have to see what the referees call. It's going to stay Eagle possession. Now passes high into the center of the field. Nearly picked up by Jetley, but Cole will grab it and head back downfield.
And just like you were saying earlier, Pete, it kind of looks like Skyline is taking the time off of the clock on the offensive end. It's really hurting the offensive play for the River Rats. A little frustration penalty.
Carrying. Foul called on her as she was carrying, so she'll keep possession. Cole with the shot. It goes into the net, but there's a whistle before the shot.
Oh, that's unfortunate for the Eagles.
We'll start it over.
If I'm Davis in the net, I'm looking for that same type of shot.
Gets a little closer and scores.
And I would have been wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, I would have been wrong.
Kayla Harding with the goal for Skyline. That'll make it 11-4 in favor of the visitors. But a nice goal by Harding.
And she faked me out. She faked Davis out. It was a good shot there because it kind of went right at the shoulder. Really difficult if you're a goalkeeper to get the net, or you're sticking to that and that before the ball gets to the net.
So you're saying lacrosse goalkeeping would not be your forte?
Goalkeeping wouldn't be my forte, in general. So now I'm gonna, bring up that question you proposed earlier, Pete. Why do they have on the sunglasses on the Skyline sideline now? Is it the?
It's the cool factor.
It's the cool factor.
Absolutely.
Holly Frederick, the head coach there, in the sunglasses. I actually checked that. That's Frederick in the white jacket there. A beautiful sunset here in springtime in Old Ann Arbor. As the sun sets, it is getting a little bit chilly out here, Pete. You can see some of the River Rats kind of wrapped up there.
I think it has a lot to do with the wind.
The wind it's actually calmed down some. The wind was blowing hard today, up in the gusting 40 miles per hour.
Well, I can still see hair moving over there.
Not in this booth.
And the flag is moving.
There you go. That's the indicator.
Oh, it's a pretty steady wind out there right now, and I can get kind of cold after a while.
The fans are coming out.
It's a Huron thing, the sunglasses.
Well, they are into the sun over there, right? Somewhat.
Yeah, it's blinding over there right now.
That's the scoreboard, Pete.
Or maybe it's the lights behind us shining over there. Oh, timeout over. Team's back on the field. 14:39 to go here in the second half. Hope you're enjoying all the action on CTN Sports. And you can check us out on our YouTube channel, CTN Ann Arbor, and watch this game and many others, as well as all of the events from Ann Arbor of your interest. Back underway. Picked up by Welch. Now into the middle to Jet Lee, and she will pass it off. Now back out front. His pass is deflected, but Welch will grab it on a bounce off the turf. Another pass is blocked, picked up by Skyline. Back downfield comes Kowal. Now her pass is picked up off the turf. That's Schuster with it. Quick shot and save made by Davis. Nice effort by the Eagles, though. Trying to get downfield quickly, keep that defense out of position, and get a goal.
And just unfortunate that they didn't find the net, but here we go again, Pete.
There's an intercepted pass, and that nearly connected to Harding, and Harding would have been wide open.
The Eagles did try that same scoring rush as they had in the first half, Pete, as far as not allowing the Rats to set up their defense. And, again, Paige doing a great job in the net for the Rats. Last line of defense, and she did her job. Check that, Davis in the net.
After the whistle, Huron possession. Now Welch will carry it over midfield. Intercepted pass. Emma Cooper will pick it up. She'll keep it after the whistle. Now pass is picked up by Harding. Harding trying to deke around one defender, now two. Now gets out in front of the net and scores the goal. Nice job by Kayla Harding scoring that goal for Skyline. Got that pass and just weaved around the defenders and got an opportunity on net and scored it.
Well, sometimes you just have to be determined, and that's what Harding did that time. She took the ball in her own hands and deposited it right in the net. Good shot, good effort, and not allowing the scoreboard to discourage her from finding the net.
Well, in goals this half, it's even, 2-2 for each side. Again, something positive for the Eagles to take away if indeed they go to defeat in this match. Face-off picked up by Schmitter back downfield. Once again, Skyline needing to avoid this. There's a quick shot and a quick goal by Huron. Almost every goal that's happened to the Eagles as the Riverettes have picked it up and gone right downfield and scored a quick goal right after the Eagles have scored.
And Schmitter, you could see her just put it into high gear as she was going down the left side of the field that time. And you're right, Pete. It seems like each time the Eagles find the net, the Riverettes just come back that harder and focused. Schmitter with a hat trick as well.
Back to midfield we go. Yet another face-off. 12:04 to play. And ball on the turf. Harding will scoop it up. She stops her rush. Sends a pass. Trying to be picked up over there. Another referee's whistle.
You know, that's where the refs really have to earn their keep, because that ball's on the turf just bouncing, and they have to decide if the offensive player has been fouled. So I didn't know they stopped the clock on every infraction, or is it a running clock?
It's a running clock. There's a quick shot, another save made by Davis.
I think the clock's been stuck on 12:04 for a minute.
Oh, long pass downfield after they got the clock going again. Carrying for Huron, well, that was 13, Emma Sawadane. Now back to 14. Quick pass out front. Sawadane couldn't handle the pass. Now it's on the turf.
Hot potato. Ow.
Ball right out in front of the net. And picked up by Cole, and she'll bring it out and away from danger. Cole still with it, trying to go coast to coast with that. Right on net, there's the bounce shot and the save made by Davis. Now Cole will pick it back up. Now back around with the bounce shot, and we have a whistle.
Looks like a card's coming out, P.
Yellow card.
A little chopping action there going on with the stick, and looks like might be Harding.
It is for the second time in the match. Harding heads to the sin bin.
Been an active player, has 3 goals tonight.
See, she's exerted herself this evening. Oh, here on possession. Davis will send a long pass downfield. Picked up by Sawadane. And she's heading right on net. Trying to get around one defender, and save made by Durr. Errant pass. Ball hits the turf. And we are now under 10 minutes to play in the match. Ensing's long pass. Hits the turf. Picked up by Zeng. That one on the turf. Picked up by Dahlman for Skyline.
A lot of contact. No foul.
Pass back out to Dahlman. Now over to Sheets. Now she's heading around the edge. Bounce pass. That one's off the post. And we have a referee's whistle. Sheets is not happy, and she gets the yellow card. I think her complaint was that she was fouled before she made the foul. Oh, 2 Skyline players off the field. Now Huron back downfield. And right out front, can't get a shot off. Skyline heavily defending the front of the net. There's a quick shot and a goal. Emily Page with the goal for Skyline. And that'll make it 12-6 in favor of Huron.
And that was for Huron, the goal there. And it did look like it kind of the ball caromed off of the goalkeeper and kind of trickled into the net that time. Unfortunate for Skyline, but they kind of dug themselves in a hole with those 2 penalties and really not putting themselves in a good position, Pete. So 13-5 should be the score there, and there's Page again.
Now possession by Huron one more time. Picked off the turf by Huron. Now over to Earhart. And a near miss there on that pass to Gunther. Now back out front once again. Save made. Referee's whistle. Play a lot more physical in this second half.
A lot more whistles, right? You wonder if that is just being a case of that it's early in the season, Pete, and players are still trying to get acclimated to the sport.
Now Skyline quickly back downfield. Quick shot and a goal. Zubinski with the goal for Skyline. Her second goal of the match.
That'll put a smile on her face. Good job. You know, at what point do these lacrosse players get tired? Yeah, I've been counting 30, 40-yard sprints, and you may see someone, take a deep breath, but I don't see anyone bending over.
I'm tired just watching them.
It's a haul.
I'm ready for a nap.
Well, it is getting dark, so.
It's not my bedtime quite yet. I'm more of a night owl anyway. I stay up late. Unfortunately for me, I have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, so
that doesn't
it's
work out.
Not a good combo.
Yeah. Thought it's supposed to be early to bed, right?
Yeah, well. I think it's genetic. I can't go to bed early.
You ever figure out what you're missing?
No. I remember working a shift where I started at 3. Could not go to bed before 11 o'clock at night.
Just changed your whole clock, huh?
Couldn't do it. I tried. Could not do it. Oh, Volan carrying for Skyline. She'll pass it off to the far corner to Schuster. And before her pass to Zubinski was completed, we have a referee's whistle. So Volan will start it, and she'll send it back to Zubinski behind the net. Zubinsky looking for somebody in front. There we go. We got Sydney Schuster in front, and the connection on the pass and the goal by Schuster. And that'll make it 13-7 in favor of Huron. Just under 6 minutes to play.
Zabinski that's a nice touch on that pass. She was waiting and waiting right for the cutter, but it was the timing on the pass that really made it. The timing and the position, because she allowed the one time to just be shot there by Schuster. So that'll get the deficit down to just 6 goals with just under 6 minutes to play.
And that's a big question, Kevin. Can Skyline prevent Huron from scoring a quick goal?
It's the next minute that you have to watch, because if tonight's any indication, the Rats are going to score within the minute.
Oh, off the face-off, picked up by Schmitter. That pass for Jetley too far. Bouncing ball, chase for it. It's going to be picked up by Greeley.
That's a smart play there by Jetley. She stopped the momentum by engaging the offensive player.
Greeley's pass picked up by Kennedy. Errant pass once again picked up by another Skyline player. Down the field is Schuster. Schuster heading right on net. And she has to back it out as the Huron defense responds.
Yeah, that
keeps her from heading on towards the net.
And that was Sour Day. And you can't slash, but you can if you have enough wheels to get in front of the offensive player.
There was Zubinsky. Looked like she's trying to fake out the Huron defense. Looking like she was going to pass and took a quick shot. Stayed Skyline possession, but now there's a referee's whistle. And the referee positioning the players. Volan will start the play from the referee's whistle. Oh, Volan with the shot and the save by Davis. I think if they'd have been able to score there, Kevin, that would have been a big psychological plus for Skyline, getting it down to a 5-goal advantage. Well, they've scored 4 goals this half, and Huron only 2.
And you heard the crowd was trying to get into it to egg on or encourage on the Eagles.
Welch's pass can't be picked up by Schmitter. Now ball on the turf, and we have another whistle. Under 4 minutes to play. 3:45 and counting.
This time stoppage really isn't helping out. Well, not the time stoppage. The stoppage of play is not helping out the Eagles as the clock continues to tick down. Going to have to make something happen, take it all the way.
Schuster with it one more time. Now she'll pass it off. And a pass into the middle, trying to get it to Malbech, who was wide open, but we have a referee's whistle before that.
Zembrowski, she may be a little bit challenged as far as on the height meter there, but she did a good job of locating her teammate.
There's a quick shot and another goal for Skyline. It's Zubinsky one more time.
Really a tale of two halves now, Pete. If you really look at the scoring broken down in the period or in 2 different halves, the Eagles have really owned this second half.
Well, they lead 5-2 in this second half, so nice to see them come back and get back in this match. Time is against them, however, only 2:49 to play in the match. Might be a little bit too little too late, but good effort by the Eagle girls.
clean draw there.
Well, Volan with it. Skyline on offense again. Schuster trying to cut through the defense. She's held up, and we have a whistle.
Not sure on that infraction there, Pete. It looked like the River Rats kind of engaged the offensive player there for the Eagles.
Well, it looked like the referee's determination was the Eagles initiated the contact, which caused the turnover.
Welch has been very quiet this second half, scoring 4 goals in the opening half.
Well, defense is certainly paying more attention to her as she gets a nice pass off to Schmitter and another goal by Huron. Nice bang-bang play from Welch to Schmitter results in another Huron goal.
The two Huron seniors hooking up there. 4 goals between them, too. Nice effort.
No, face-off control by Schmitter. She'll hand it off to Page.
Uh-oh.
Picked up off the turf by Jet Li. Circling behind the net, trying to get it back out front. Her shot is blocked. That'll be picked up off the turf by Skyline. And Dahlman trying to cut through the Huron players. Whistle called. She'll keep possession. That's Lily Sloan with it. Or excuse me, that's Zubinski. Check it. There's a odd angle shot by Schuster that sails wide of the net.
Almost tried to backhand that shot there. She did and missed. Yeah.
Deflected by Huron player, so Skyline will keep it. Now we're under 1 minute to play here in the match.
Oh, I would have taken that shot.
And Zubinski knocked to the turf. Suadane there knocking her to the turf. No yellow card.
How's that not a yellow card?
Just a simple foul.
That was the most contact we've seen all night.
So Zubinski with it. She'll charge the net. Trying to get around the defenders. Now behind the net she goes.
Low, go low.
And a quick shot. And she shoots and scores. Zubinski with another goal for Skyline. 40 seconds of play, and that'll make it 14-9, advantage the River Rats.
Hey, don't look now, Zubinski. That's 4 goals on the night. Just got to get it going a little bit earlier next time if you're the Eagles.
They've played really well this second half. Much better defensively. And they've done a good job getting the Huron defense out of position and getting more offensive opportunities. We've seen 6 goals this half.
Well, I like the strategy they came out with, and it looks like, Coach Frederick really changed up the way the first half was, and it was going, and it really showed how her team can learn from their mistakes on the fly.
Coal carrying for Skyline. Trying to get around the defense, guarded by 2 players there. Now back out top to Volan. Loses control momentarily, scoops it back up, loses it again. Taken away by Huron.
Yeah,
and they'll head back downfield. And as the final seconds tick off the clock, Huron will come away with the 14-9 victory here on the road at Skyline.
Well, some final thoughts, Pete, is just The offense for the River Rats, it's spectacular, and the defense for the Eagles has to get a little bit better. Play the way you played in the second half, and the Eagles are going to have a fantastic season.
I'd like to thank all the people that make this production possible. Our director, Rob Cross, audio by Tim Nagai, computer graphics by Carl McCoy, and our camera guys, Jason Broniak, Andy Fillmore, and Robert Hornbecker. And for Kevin Bryant, this is Pete Poyer. Once again, the final from Skyline. It's Huron 14 and Skyline 9.